I'm Goblinsberg and I have a video for you. So I've watched a lot of horror and I've watched a lot of slashers, but nobody has captured my attention quite like Art the Clown. And I wanted to know why. I wanted to examine what made him so engaging. And it was something at the back of my mind that he reminded me of. There was some essence of art that I'd seen elsewhere. So in April of 2023, I attended Monster Mania Con 54. And it was here that I caught a panel with David Howard Thornton, the man behind Art the Clown. And I was finally able to ask him, how did he come up with this ridiculously entertaining character? His answer surprised me, and it honestly might surprise you too. So when I describe Art the Clown to my friends who've not seen Terrifier, I'm like, he's like vaudeville from hell on crack. So, like, what is your inspiration for art? Because he's so unique as a killer. He has flourishes, he's elaborate, he's like dramatic. You said you've drawn from other killers in other movies. Is there a particular style that you channel for art?
He comes from a lot of places. And what I wanted to do was bring a little bit more of the clowning aspect to him, because that has always been my area. I've always done like slapstick comedy, and I grew up with a great appreciation for the great vaudevillian and silent film actors. I love great physical comedians, so I was watching like old Marx Brothers movies and Charlie Chaplin movies, Buster Keaton. At an early age, I was watching, of course, Jim Carrey, but also my aunt, when I was 13, gifted me a box set of Mr. Bean videos.
Oh, yes.
I would sit there and just watch them over and over and over, and I had always wanted a chance to play a character like Mr. Bean.
It makes a lot of sense for the character of Art the Clown to be so vested in comedy. The patriarchs of physical comedy created the perfect blueprint for art. Charlie Chaplin perfected the art of expressive silence. Rowan Atkinson built his iconic Mr. Bean character without uttering a single word. David Howard Thornton takes that same toolkit, the outsized expressions, the cartoonish body language, evolving the character beyond its first iteration and into the charismatic psycho scamp that we know and love today. And there's another, even more surprising influence baked into Art the Clown's DNA.
And I also had a great mentor for 5 years on the national tour of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the musical. I was the understudy to Stephen Carl, who many people might remember as Robbie Rotten from the show Lazy Town. Yes. He was an amazing mentor. So when I was contacted to play Art, I went to Stefan immediately and said, hey, I'm going to be playing this character, because we both would bond over Mr. Bean and all those other great physical comedians, and he's like, oh, this is how you approach him. And I'm like, okay, cool. And so you can actually probably watch my portrayals as Art and look at some Robbie Rotten videos, and you'll see some similarities between the two, because I put a lot of what Stefan taught me into Art.
Really? Art the Clown, who unalives children on the regular, was inspired by children's television. I love it. What makes this work? Why does this collision of two unrelated ideas of vaudeville, physical comedy, and silent movie expressionism mingle so well with a serial killer demonic clown? And it's the acting. And the acting is the common denominator of both horror and comedy, the delivery. They're powered by the same thing, and that's impeccable timing. The pause before a delivered punchline has that same physical tension as the pause before a slasher rounds a corner and stabs someone in the neck. The joke you didn't expect carries the same physical jolt of a shameless jump scare. The character of Art the Clown weaponizes this rhythm, stretching out tension-filled silence before detonating into sudden violence. Each new installment of the Terrifier franchise gifts us with even more ludicrously over-the-top bits that play out like comedy sketches almost. These scenes dragged out to absurdly brutal lengths. But whether it's hacksaw, chainsaw, or a bottle of bleach, beneath it all, this is just slapstick drenched in fake blood, because Art the Clown is a consummate physical comedian. And I think this is why this fusion of humor and horror works so well. Comedy disarms us. Our guards go down when we laugh or when we are in the presence of a ridiculous character like Art the Clown. And horror is most effective when we're not emotionally prepared for it, when we're in a different emotional space. So you have these two wildly disparate elements of ridiculous comedy and extreme horror just bashing against each other like bumper cars, and the result is, also like bumper cars, it's fun. And it's what makes him unique among the pantheon of slashers. If you got something new out of this video, drop me a like, maybe sub the channel, even spicier, leave a comment. Ooh. I got a bunch more queued up for spooky season, excited about it, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.